What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, Keto Savage, KetoBodybuilding.com, and I'm coming at you for week 19 of the bulk, week 8 of the reset. Man, it's getting kind of hard to keep track of in my mind. So, lots going on this week. A little bit more of the same, but we'll dive into that. So, I'm going to go ahead and just start with the Chronometer dashboard. So, jump into the computer there. From a very high level view on the dashboard, you can kind of see how my energy, so i.e. caloric intake, has been dropping over time. And then you can kind of see that weight change now starting to trend downward. So highest weight throughout the peak of this bulk was, it was like 200 something. So 200.3, I think, was the highest. And I woke up this morning at 192.8. So let me just jump right over here into my dashboard. We'll add a check-in. And today's date is the 19th. And I was 192.8, and I did an Inbody test, and according to the Inbody test, I was 19.6% body fat. Again, I think that's a little bit skewed, but it is what it is. My target macros for this week are going to be about 180 grams of protein, but with the actual consumption today, with my planned intake being 178.4, oops, that was the fat's going to be 214.8, and protein is going to be 178.4, and carbs are going to be, right around 15-20 grams of carbs. So that's what my intake is for this week. Now, if we look at my dashboard here, you can again see my fat is trending down, my protein is trending up as I'm establishing my protein threshold. Carbs are staying low, calories are trending down, and you can kind of see this weight trend over time. Again, everything is most definitely trending downward, so that is good to see there. And then if we jump back over here to Chronometer, I'll show you exactly what I'm going to be eating. So if we go to diary and then go to the 19th, my consumption plan for today is about 2 coffees with 8 tablespoons of heavy cream total, a Bell's brownie batter keto brick. I'm going to be doing about 16 ounces, so a pound of ground beef, going with 85-15, 7 of the Egg Life wraps, and a can of sardines. I've been really rocking the Egg Life wraps right now. They just make things easy. They give me, I think they slow down my consumption a little bit because I've got to take the wrap, fill it full of food, hold it, eat it, and then repeat the process. And I think just simply that slightly delayed consumption pattern helps a little bit with satiety and just overall enjoyment of the meal. So I've been just kind of cooking a bunch of ground beef, putting some taco seasoning on there, putting the Egg Life wraps in, and calling it a wrap. See what I did there? So that is what I've been consuming. That's what I plan on be consuming this week to hit those target macros. Again, it's going to put me at about 2752 on the calories, 178 grams of protein. I got to update these goals. Protein's been trending up, fat's been trending down, and those just a glance at my micronutrient intake there. So feeling pretty good about everything. This week is when I have my 50-mile march. So I'm recording this on Monday the 19th. The march will be on Saturday and Sunday, 22 hours straight, 50 plus miles of marching. And I've been marching 20,000 steps a day every day this month in preparation for that. I will stop that on Tuesday. So Tuesday this week tomorrow will be my last day of marching the 20,000 steps, which winds up equating to about 7 miles at the end of the day for me. So that I can have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to let my feet heal up and fully recover and hopefully mitigate any additional blisters before I actually commence on the march itself. So there's going to be a little bit of a lull in calories midweek and then a significant burn of calories with the march itself, because that's going to be around 120 to 140,000 steps to hit that 50-mile march goal Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I'm going to be traveling that week, obviously, so my weight training is probably not going to be there Saturday and Sunday, but I'll probably be training as usual leading up to that. So should be good to go in that regard. As far as let's actually just pull up my training here. All right, so we are in my training app right now, and I just want to kind of pull up some performance metrics from a training standpoint. Like I've said in the prior videos, I've been super stressed with the business, been walking a lot right now, like an extra 2.5 hours of walking every day. So my weight training has taken a little bit of a hit, still doing it, still being consistent with it, but not really my primary focus, which is frustrating, but that's just my reality. However, everything has still been trending upwards over time with all of my primary movements. So I just pulled up hip thrust, for instance. Wanted to kind of get a view on that. This is my volume graph over time. I started using this app in February, and you can see that volume has been trending upwards on this movement. And it's pretty much been the same across the board. So let's just search, I don't know, squat, for instance. We'll see what that's showing. I've been kind of playing around with a little bit how I structure this, but overall trending upwards over time, so I feel pretty good about that. Everything's trending upwards. Let's look at bench press one more here. Bench press. All right. Again, still trending up over time primarily. So happy with that. I've been kind of changing how I structure my sets and rep scheme, but overall things have been getting stronger. Things have been getting, improved from a progressive overload standpoint. So despite the fact that my calories are technically dropping right now with this reset, and my training has suffered from a prioritization standpoint because of this march, everything is still trending in the right direction, which I'm very happy to see. Once this march is done, I can kind of focus more on prioritizing that weight training again and getting that dialed in. So very excited about that. But all that to say, I feel like my relationship with food is 100% totally dialed in right now. Like I am eating less than 3,000 calories right now, but I'm not fixated on food. I'm not starving all the time. I'm not focused on food at all, which has been really good. I enjoy eating when it's time to eat, but I'm not like food fixated, which is good. I got that blood work done last week. We kind of see where things are trending from a hormonal standpoint. I'm going to get a more comprehensive blood panel done soon. And I believe as far as DEXA composition scans go, I will be going back to Central Arkansas within the next month. So I will probably try and get that DEXA scan scheduled so we can see how that's looking right now with the bulk reset and just kind of see how that's looking. So that's pretty much a wrap on week 19, ladies and gents. Feeling pretty good overall. Again, the highest weight was 200. Today I was 192.8. So for all intents and purposes, I'm about 7 pounds down, 7-8 pounds down, depending on the day, from the height of the bulk. And I definitely feel a little bit tighter, a little bit more nimble, and just a bit sharper, which is good. A little bit sloppy at 200 pounds for my liking. So that's a wrap on week 19. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll talk to you next time.